Sometimes it's not about the game itself, is it? It's about the feeling, the escape, that little pocket of joy you can always return to. A world where anything is possible, where every challenge has a solution, a reminder that even when life feels like a never-ending level, there's always another life to play, another chance to win, but sometimes it's just about surviving to the next save point.
Well, it's really coming down out here a little bit, so I just wanted to talk while the rain goes on, because I think it's a pretty sweet backdrop. Anyway, so the Sunrad Chaser and I, we had a podcast. We did a podcast today, and it's probably been almost 2 months since we did anything. So it was fun. It was a little tricky to get back into the groove, but we made it. We made it through, and we got another podcast in the can, number 19. We talk about a couple of things. We're going to go to MetroCon in Tampa in a couple of weeks. Talk about the NES Quest, and we talk about the Sunrad Chaser, who's starting his PC build journey. Pretty cool stuff. He's super excited about it. I'm super excited about him taking on another endeavor too. He loves building stuff. He's got a lot of he's got his Lego bonsai tree. He's got his Gundams that he builds. So he's hands-on. So no new NES games to report this week. Sad about that, but there'll be more games and there'll be more weeks. Oof. Oh, the rain's really coming in. Why don't we take this inside and chat in there? Oof, man, pretty crazy out there. So, I've got a couple of things. Nothing crazy, no NES stuff, unfortunately, like I said. I had to kind of jump on the Magic craze, and I got a couple of random cards. Just, 2, really. Here's one. I got 2 copies of them. Kefka. Pretty sweet. And this UFO card, most notably from me, from one of my favorite games, the critically acclaimed MMORPG, Final Fantasy XIV Online. Can't get enough of it. You know how I do. I don't know dip about Magic. So for me, it's purely a cool aesthetic thing. And, try to a way to get maybe just a few cards. I don't know. I don't know if I'll keep going for them. These were like less than $1, so whatever. I'm fine with that. Anyway, cool stuff here. This next game comes to me from across the sea in a place called Japan. And first off, I want to say, look how cool it is, a little handwritten thank you note. I love this kind of stuff. I've said it before, and I'll keep saying it. It's just a nice little attention to detail. They didn't have to do that, but they did. So let's take this off and see what we got here. Final Fantasy Type 0. This is for the PSP. It is a Final Fantasy game, so as such, it falls under my permanent side quest of Final Fantasy and Dragon Quest scoring. This is kind of cool. It's a 2-disc, so this case is definitely for and peeking out there, a little Square Enix registration card. I love stuff like this. I love seeing little inserts, just little snippets of how things were at the time. This one is pretty crispy. It's got the manual, it's got the games, of course, the inserts, and the box is pretty crispy condition. And it's a Japanese version. Normally I get stuff like this from Sendico, but this was free shipping from Japan, so you can't mess with that. I haven't played this one. So, definitely an excuse for me to bust out my PSP. I haven't really played on the PSP since that Hurricane Milton video that I made, which you can check out right, I don't know, here. If anything, I'll link it in the end of the video. All right, three more Nintendo DS games here. First off, Dragon Quest IX is a Japanese version, and it's a greatest hits type version. It says Ultimate Hits. Is that what it says? Yeah. Ultimate Hits. So, again, I kind of like these little variants. I'm definitely into box variants. I'm doing this Zelda side quest with the gold cart variants. So for me, just seeing a different cover art, or like a greatest hits, or like an alternative art between like, a North American and a European, or a Japanese or Japanese release. Pretty cool. It's just cool. I don't have any other word to describe it except And as such, Dragon Quest IX, I mean, I've got multiple copies at this point. I played this game with the Sunrad Chaser when it came out. This is the only Dragon Quest mainline title that is not on a console. It's on the Nintendo DS. They went a little weird with it. I think it paid off. It was a great game. I sunk a bunch of time into this one. This has a feature where you can take your character and go into somebody else's game and play with them and help them level up, etc. And I've definitely done that with the Sunrad Chaser. Crawling dungeons together as bros. Got another Dragon Quest related game. Look at that art. Look at that flippin' box art. Mori Mori Dragon Quest 2. This is a Rocket Slime game, and just look at the excitement on this cover. Again, it's a greatest hits cover here variant, so that's pretty sweet to look at. It is complete. Now, a little bit of schmutz on that label. I don't know, it's fine, it's whatever. Upon first glance, this looks like mini games, etc., which looks pretty cool. I only briefly looked at. Last up, Rune Factory 2. Now, this, along with this other Dragon Quest game, I haven't played them. I know, I'm getting a little notorious for this. I need to start tipping the scales back towards playing some of this stuff, so maybe we can get some footage of me playing these games and turn the numbers back a little, just to even things out. Now, the video I watched on this one said that this is a good idea, but not executed as well. I've never played anything in the Rune Factory series itself. That could be a good thing or a bad thing. I'm a blank slate going in, and really, I'm not really the harshest critic. I mean, there's good RPGs, there's bad RPGs. Kind of like pizza. Sometimes you have a garbage piece of pizza, doesn't mean you stop eating pizza. Likewise with RPGs, makes sense. So this could be one to try and play, although obviously there's probably a lot of reading, so the Japanese version is probably not the best way to check this out. However, it could be fun to stick in and see what happens. So that's it. Small little stack for this week. You know, every little bit helps when you're trying to collect, so it doesn't matter if you get one thing or if you don't even skip. You don't have to get stuff every week. You know, some people collect just to collect the games because they like them. Some people collect them to play them and only have, you know, the games that they play in their libraries, etc. Collecting as much or as little as you want. Our old friend Miguel from Galactornadorex, he said, get the stuff a little bit at a time so you can kind of enjoy it while you have it. If you grab everything on your list, if you have the means to do it, yeah, you could do it, but, you know, you're just going to have a bunch of stuff you don't really have the time to get around to. So if you kind of just collect as you go and play, or just, you know, casually build up the collection. Again, slow and steady, that's definitely been winning the race for me this year with the 100 NES game Quest. So, it is now time for the second segment of this video, which I don't know yet, because I haven't made it. So, I'm just going to hand it off to future me. Take it away, guy.
To Orlando would be complete without a trip to Galactornadorex. Obviously, we had to go see our boy Miguel there. I hadn't checked out the new storefront. It's great. It's the same amount of stuff in a slightly bigger space, so you can actually walk around. Praise be to Galactornadorex, and you know, the bigger it gets, I pray for you to have more floor space, so that one day you can walk around a little bit. But until then, Godspeed trapped on your little island of work.
All right, did you pick anything up from the shop?
I did. You know, I've got so my side quest that I've got going is official Nintendo Power Players Guides. Saw a couple in there. He knocked $5 off of the total price for me, which is
He always hooks it up.
Yeah, mighty big of him for doing that. So we got Golden Sun, The Lost Age. These things are in appropriate condition. They're old, you know, they're 20-year-old manuals, and they're fine. But I mean, they're complete. They're not falling apart. And I don't know if I'm crazy about the price that I paid for them, but he did knock a little bit off. And also, it's good to support local business. And it's like, can I find a lower price on these things? You know, absolutely. Does it put money into a friend's pocket? Yes, it also does.
Also,
that,
yes.
So. gonna support our community. So
Once you bag these things up with BCW bags and boards, it's not going to make a difference. They're going to look really nice.
right, and look, and then also these are just manuals. You know, I'm being nitpicky about the things that I got. The whole place is filled with appropriately priced video games and stuff like that. At no point will you be walking around Galactornadorex and go, $200 for a Super Scope 6? Go f*** yourself. Won't happen there. All right. Then I got Super Mario Sunshine, and this one's good. I feel like this is one of the 3D Mario games that people are like, oh well, it wasn't as good. Look, I liked the whole thing with the water jetpack, the flood system.
Yeah,
you know, it was a beach game. Like I think that game's better than Mario 64. Come at me, bro.
An incendiary comment.
Oh yeah, and to double back when we're talking about Donkey Kong Country, mid. Come at me, bro.
Fill up those comments, babies.
Even Miyamoto said the game was mid when it was coming out.
he's the original.
Yeah, he's like, it looks great. It's mid.
Right, midu.
Yeah, and who are we gonna believe? The creator of Mario? I feel like the guy has a proven track record of always making an excellent game.
Right, if Miyamoto-san says it's mid, it might be mid.
Yeah, if you think one of his games is not good, that says more about you than it does about him.
All right, come at us in the comments.
Yeah,
I'm here for you.
But be nice. We're delicate flowers.
You know, we're soft.
Yeah, so soft. So that's what I got from Galactornadorex. I was a little bit spent out from MetroCon and also at M&M. So
kept it light.
Yeah, I mean, it's, the purchases are the purchases. So
fun.
Yeah, chasing needs to be done, and it will be done.
And it was done.
Yeah. So there we go. Let's see what you got from Galactornadorex.
Sure thing, boss. All right, keeping up with the NES quests. I got some games from Galactornadorex. The cool thing about that place is, for me, is like, well, I don't feel like the NES games move as much as, say, like, Pokemon cards that he has going on. So for me, it's like, cool, I can grab this, Probably going to be a bunch of stuff left over, so I can slowly, as you said, liquidate this inventory at my leisure on my place.
You'd be opening up your own Galactornadorex.
Absolutely. And I'll be paying, 30% of price charting. So if anybody wants to come through, you got to move that stuff. It really boils down to, you can't make money flipping video games.
Nope.
Don't even try. If you have stuff you want to send us, though, come on through. We got you. All right, let's wrap. This game is called Mag Max. Not to be confused with Mad Max.
Now, nothing about that picture would confuse me with Mad Max. Hyperspace future versus
a robot with a lightsaber fighting a two-headed robotic dragon.
That's a Hydra. He's got one of those heads sliced off there, buddy.
2 more robotic heads are going to grow back here in about a minute.
That's how it's programmed.
I haven't played this one.
Again, I don't know why I'm looking.
Just make sure it's there. You're looking and you're liking. All right, one more NES game, Ski or Die. This is the, I don't know if it's a sequel to Skate or Die, but it's in the same vein as Skate or Die. But it's,
Adult Video Network got rid of their NES supply there, so...
Right, AVN.
That's right, baby. Do not look that up if you are under the age of 18.
Absolutely. And if you're over the age of 18, don't look it up either.
At least while you're at work or around friends or family.
Right, with the volume up.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is released by Ultra Games, which, if any of us know, this is Bizarro Konami. It's a shell company that they made so they could release more than the allotted amount of games that they could release in a year from Nintendo. So nice work around there, guys. It also came with the manual, emblazoned.
Yep.
With the AVN logo. I don't know who this belonged to, but
It belonged to AVN.
I'm sure it was passed around. To anybody and everybody.
Oh my good lord.
Yeah, man. So that's gonna put us. I don't know where that number puts us for the NES Quest, but me from the future will definitely let you know about that.
Oh yeah, he knows a lot of stuff.
He holds all the keys. He opens all the doors. All right, this was. I don't know if I've seen this before, but this is Final Fantasy 13, but the greatest hits version in that beautiful red case.
I know you love the red case.
I love my red cases. Now, Final Fantasy 13 is always a $9, $10 game too. Used, regular version or greatest hits version. So I'll add that to the stack. I'm sure there's a couple right here. Where are we at?
Okay.
No, where are the PlayStation games? No, all the
Final Fantasy stuff is over here.
Oh, we got two racks here. Final Fantasy 13. Anyway, it's gonna go right next to the regular one. Actually,
Just put a nice pop of red on that shelf.
Pull it out. Oh wait, that's
13 too. There you go. Now you have 2 copies of the original Final Fantasy 13. What's going on with that? Here, I'll just grab it for
Where's
you.
the other one? One is my original copy.
So let me get my fat fingers out of the shot here. So there's that one.
That's the OG. This one might. I need to mark it.
It might just be in a little bit nicer condition. We haven't opened the boxes or anything, but this one looks nicer. And once the plastic is clean, it needs to be in a retro protection case.
For sure it does. So that'll be happening. So anyway, greatest hits. I love them. I love the red.
Yeah, and that one's got the manual and everything else in it. The download cards in really, really fine shape.
Oh yeah.
Look at that.
And it's a color manual. Usually the greatest hits manuals, I think they do them in black and white to save money. Anyway. Cool stuff. All right, I got one more game. This game's called Shin Megami Tensei 3.
Shin Meg 10. Did you buy that? Sneaky.
Nocturne. Now, you know what? Now, this is an HD remaster too. So
Yeah.
I feel like this came out on PS2, maybe. I can't recall. I haven't played it, but I can tell you if it's a Shin Meg game, that there's going to be some story, there's going to be some stylized graphics, there's going to be probably some manner of monster capture and using.
Yeah, all those monsters that you know and love from Persona.
Yep.
Jack Frost, Hee-Ho, and the rest.
I don't know enough about it to debate that, so I'm going to go ahead and just say, yeah.
Ipondatara.
Famously, I haven't played any Persona games, but I am very interested in doing so. I keep telling the Sonarad Chaser that I want to play Persona 5. I got a copy of it for $5. Let's to the wall, to the window, to the wall.
$5 for Persona 5. Even the vanilla version of Persona 5. That's your money. That is your money's worth,
Here,
baby.
We got Shin Meg. We got Persona 3 Portable. All right, we got Persona 4 Golden. We got Persona 5 Strikers.
We got Persona 5 Strikers again.
Right, and they're both sealed.
Yeah, well, you wouldn't want to accidentally play one of those games.
No. I would stand by. Keep rapping.
It's like popping open a blister pack. What's going on up here? Keep that out of the frame so I don't accidentally dox you like I did to myself the other day, apparently.
A couple things here. Shin Megami Tensei Digital Devil Saga 2.
Okay.
Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne. This is it. Is this it? Is this? That is this.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, your boy's collected so much stuff he's forgotten what he's had, and he actually has the OG. And I was right. It is PS2. So suck on that. Like this
Valued listener and watcher.
This pentagram conspicuously absent on the PS4 release.
They're called pentacles when they're right side up. Actually, it's called a pentacle.
I didn't know we had a witchy woman in the crowd. And then we got Shin Megami Tensei 5 Vengeance.
You've got that's the one, baby.
Look at that steel book.
You might have to play that as well. Play Persona 5 first, so.
Anyway, we're off on a tangent.
Oh yeah, it was a PS5 game, baby.
Yeah. I got this game off Best Buy and it got delivered to the wrong address. Someone in the apartment complex has this and probably doesn't know what to do with it or didn't do anything. I'm sure they got rid of it. I'm sure they sold it. I walked around the whole apartment complex looking for it. I mean, where else could they have left it?
I would love to accidentally get a video game mailed to me and just be like, oh, guess I'm playing Shin Meg 5 now.
Yes, it's mine. So anyway, yeah. So these are my scores from GTR. Miguel, you're the dude. You're the man.
He
The
is.
place rocks. It's growing. Our interview got cut short because we went in there and you got too busy. You're blowing up. You're blowing up, son. Appreciate you. We'll definitely be back. Good seeing you, buddy. All right. What else? I think that's it for now.
Okay.
I love Rad Chaser. He is handsome and smart.